Good afternoon and welcome to my channel. My name is Choma Moma. This is your first time here. Hello, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you have been coming before, thank you so much for all the likes and all the comments. Please keep them coming. The more you like them, the more other people get to see this content. So I'm all about sharing content that I think can help parents. And there's something I just said, oh, let me share it. I shared it on my Instagram page about dreadlocks. I just thought, okay, this might be something that people on YouTube might want to hear about, or might want to join the conversation. So recently, Pastor Jimi Odukoya got ordained, was made the lead pastor of Fountain of Life. If you've been following, you know that he's lost his father, and he had lost his mother years ago. Stepmom passed, aunties, so he was now made the lead pastor. And there were a lot of comments. Now the comments I was expecting to hear were things like, "Oh, why would they make the son pastor?" It wasn't really much of that. What I heard a lot of was, "Oh, dreadlocks. He has dreadlocks. Why would a pastor have dreadlocks? Why would a pastor be an actor?" And I was like, so I found it a bit interesting because, from what I know, if you look at very old, ancient hairstyles that we used to do in Nigeria or Africa, it was dreadlocks, braids, weaves. Those are, cultural styles. Now, I'm not saying that everything that is cultural is fantastic, but some of them are actually quite good. And right now, a lot of women have locks. So I'm going to come to this. This is really what I want to talk about: our young black boys and the hairstyles that they do. Because that's really, really what the issue is here. Is that why would a young man have dreadlocks? We just managed to accept women, because before, even for women, it was a big deal. It was people like Ruth Opia. If you remember her, the NTA newscaster, she's the one that made dreads a thing, and now, so women have now been left to do their dreads. And I think in countries like South Africa, men carry dreads. But in Nigeria, dreads are looked down on, and I can understand to an extent. A lot of people who are in certain career paths, people who seem to be a bit irresponsible and rascally, prefer that hairstyle. But now, more and more, we're seeing that young boys who are responsible, respectable, and all. In fact, not even older guys. I think of people like Charles Otudo, who is, a PR, whatever. He's doing great. He's had dreads for years. So many people, um, have dreadlocks, and it doesn't affect their character. It's a hairstyle, and it can look very decent and neat. So our young boys, let's go back to our young boys. A lot of our young boys want to carry hairstyle. Now, a lot of people want to express themselves through the way they carry their hair. Someone like me, left with me, I also want to color my hair red or something interesting, or I like colored hair. I like blonde, but because of my place of work, if I have that really blonde hair, some people will not be happy with it. So I've had to conform to the standards of the organization. Left to me, I will carry blonde hair and some other, interesting colors, because I like it. I like the way it looks. I like the way it makes me. So, but with our young boys, they're just trying to express themselves. Some of them do cornrows, some of them do dreads. Do we like it as parents? Not really. The day my son told me he wanted to have dreadlocks, I didn't find it funny. You might have seen him in the video where we spoke about things, young people need to know, need their parents to know. I wasn't excited. I was like, Pico, this dread wahala. Dread, they will stop you on the road. If you are driving, they might think this about you. Police, people will judge you. People will have misgivings. I don't need you to have that kind of stress. You don't need it, Pico. Well, this is a child who has been quite well behaved. I've never had to go to school because he, was out of order. Academically, he's doing very well by the grace of God. Respectful child, lovely to his siblings. I'm like, what exactly is the issue? Why can't I allow him to do this hairstyle, which probably after a few years he will have no interest in, and he will decide to, because the truth is that he probably in a year or 2 or 3, when he said, look, I'm done, been there, done that, and he will cut his hair. So what's the big deal? Why do we judge so much on the external issues? You have children who have low cuts and they are doing Igbo, doing every weed, every kind of drug. Weed is even small. Some people don't even consider weed drug, and they're doing everything. And they're looking very, I think we should focus more on the internal issues. Focus more on building a whole human being. Now, you don't have to agree with me. I'm not saying you should allow your child to do dreads. If you don't like it, that's fine. I'm talking about my own self. But I'm saying that we should raise people who are not judgmental. And we as parents should be less judgmental as well. For those of you who live in the US, Canada, I'm sure you've come across a lot of your co-workers and people that you interact with who are very decent, nice, well-raised people, bathing awesome, and they have locks on their hair. In fact, for a lot of people in America, it's just people who are more culturally aware of their African that have such hairstyles. It has nothing to do with their behavior. It doesn't mean they're Rastafarian. Even they're Rastafarians. Being a Rastafarian does not mean that you're badly behaved. I don't know much about Rastafarians. Let me not even, go there. But the truth is that, carrying dreadlocks is not a sign of irresponsible behavior. And we need to get that into our minds and stop being so judgmental. A lot of children on campus are leading double lives. They're leading double lives. They act one way in school, they act one way at home. Wouldn't you rather your child is open and is free to be who they are and express themselves freely? Raise them with the right values. How to be confident, loyal children, empathetic, hardworking. Well, raise them with the fear of God. If we're talking about the Bible, I love Pastor Jimmy. He spoke about I think it was Samson, who was told not to cut his hair. No reason was touch his hair. So so if there are religious issues around it, fine. I respect that. If your religion does not allow men to keep their hair a certain length, that's okay. You'll raise your child to abide by the tenets of your religion. But if there's no issue, I don't see what it is. So my own is that, please let our black boys breathe. Those of them that decide to have these hairstyles, it's not such a bad thing. That's the honest truth. I remember, just to share a story, my son is very close to his grandmother. And the first time she saw him with the hair, she said, "Hey, what is going on here?" And she wasn't happy. And, there was now this thing of he must cut the hair between, his grandmother and his dad. And his dad too wasn't excited. But with time, they were like, okay, this boy is still the same loving, thoughtful, hardworking, considerate, intelligent young man that he is. He has not changed because of this hair. So he was shocked the day he went to see his grandma, and some other, other ladies came. They were like, what kind of hair is this? And the grandmother was like, Pico, leave him. Oh, this is how some young people like to do their hair. It has nothing to do with it's not affecting his character. It's just, his grandmother was the one that was not defending the hair, and he was shocked. So this is just to say, please. I understand, especially for those of you who live in the US, you're afraid of your children being stereotyped because of all this. We know the racial tension and all that, so I can understand that as well, depending on where you live. But if everything is okay and you educate your child, look, you'll be judged. People are going to judge you because of this hairstyle. And there's something they want to do, let them get it out of their system. Growing up, I did some hairstyles, I will not do them again. I've done them. Been there, done that, pierced my ears, it's okay, I'm over all those things. And, I'm a born again Christian, so there's some things I will never do. That's the honest truth. I have my standards. For me, decency is always key. You must look decent, you must look well put together. So that's really just what I wanted to share today. If you have any comments, please feel free to share them. But remember, God looks more about the inward man. It's in the Bible. When they were looking for the king who to anoint, they didn't want to bring, what's his name? David, who was tending to the sheep. They were bringing all the ones that looked tall and everything. And it was like, God said, no. I look at the inward part. I look at what is inside. So that's the focus. Yes, we want our appearance is very important. I will say it over and over again. The way you look is very important. The way you are, look, people will address you based on how you look. But honestly, let's begin to rethink some things, okay? So just wanted to share that with you, and I wish Pastor Jimmy all the best as he does his thing. Yes, you don't have to agree with me, just sharing my own truth. All right, take care and have a great day. Bye-bye.